And he goes and he answers it expecting it to be the Lord, but it isn't. It's a beggar with bruised feet and no shoes. Conrad comforts him for a while, actually gives him a pair of shoes, and then sends him on his way. About an hour later, he hears another knock at the door, and he goes, again expecting it to be the Lord, but it is not. It is an old woman with a very heavy burden on her back, people that you meet. Because he needs you to be his hands in this world. Years ago, in the aftermath of the Second World War, some soldiers came across a country church. And in the church, they had found a statue of Jesus that had been damaged by mortar fire and was in several pieces on the ground. So the soldiers decided, since they were going to be in the area for a few days, that they would reassemble the statue as best they could. And so they took some in and they glued the pieces back together, and before long it was almost complete, except that the hands were missing. Someone evidently passing by had found those hands and had decided they would be nice to keep, and so they had taken the sculpture's hands, the statue's hands away. One of the soldiers, as he was looking at this statue that was almost complete, but a statue that had no hands, and it was, of course, a statue of Christ, was seized with a moment of inspiration. He wrote a little sign, and he placed it at the base of the statue on the pedestal on which the statue had been set. And the sign said simply, "He has no hands but your hands," in our world today. Students, he does want to use your hands in keeping on this world. For if you know Christ and if you serve God, you are his hands. And may God's richest blessings be upon each and every one of you. Thank you.
We are honored that Dr. Arms, Dr. Siegel could join us from the main campus. This is truly a memorable time for all of us because of the anniversaries. I'd like to call upon my daughter again, Juliana, to be the minister to us again and celebrate, as we celebrate those memorable experiences that we've shared together at Wayland.
Dr. Arms, I certify to you that the candidates who appear before you are those whose names are on the official graduation list and met all the requirements for their respective degrees and are entitled to receive that degree. Please be seated. Now, will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please stand? Dr. Arms, I certify that the candidates who appear before you and whose names are on the official graduation list have met all the requirements for their respective degrees and are entitled to receive that degree. Please be seated. And finally, will the candidates for the associate degree please stand? Dr. Arms, I also certify that these candidates who appear before you and whose names are on the official graduation list have met all the requirements for their respective degrees and are entitled to receive that degree. Please be seated. Now, will all of candidates please stand? Dr. Arms, upon recommendation of the faculty and administration of Wayland Baptist University, It is my pleasure to present these candidates with a master, bachelor, associate degrees, and to certify on behalf of the university the eligibility of each to receive that degree to which he or she is entitled.
Graduates of Wayland Baptist University, by the authority vested in me by our Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the particular degree or certificate to which you are entitled, along with all of the honors, rights, privileges, prerogatives, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Again, may I personally offer you my own congratulations, as well as the best wishes of each member of our Board of Trustees, all of whom wish they could have been here today to share this significant celebration with you. Congratulations. We'll now proceed with the awarding of the degrees.
Will the candidates for the master's, bachelor's, and associate's degrees please come forward in the manner requested to receive the appropriate degree?
They're gonna stop it.